Hello, dear visitors and participants of today's AERODIUM series of webinar about vertical wind tunnels. Welcome everybody here, wherever you are in the world, in whatever continent. We're happy to see you here. And today we will start a series of webinars about story of AERODIUM vertical wind tunnel types. And today is especially interesting day because we will be talking about open air vertical wind tunnels. This is a special series of products we are producing since more than 19 years. During that time, actually, we have learned a lot. We have a lot of experience worldwide. We will be sharing with you soon. And this is actually the reason why we wanted to organize this webinar, to share this experience, to show how it can attract visitors and how it can increase sales for your locations, for your events, for your retailtainment facilities, and as well encourage you to share this success story with us. Because we've been there, we know how it works, and we are happy to let you know how it really works. And so today, program is rather simple. We will do a welcome introduction. We will share our story. We will share information why AERODIUM, because there are of course other manufacturers, vertical wind tunnels, but why we are good for this particular type of tunnels especially. And then we will share the stories about applications, how we can have used vertical wind tunnels before open type tunnels in different kind of settings all around the world. Then we will share business details, cooperation options, and then summary and wrap up. And what is important, while you are listening and watching this presentation, please, I encourage you, write down the questions during the presentation in a chat area here on Zoom, and we will answer those questions right after the presentation. However, if you are not ready to share any questions during the presentation, after the webinar, we would be ready to talk to you. There will be contact details where you can write down your email or call us, and we can talk to you personally about whatever is interesting for you. Starting with today's speakers, and today's speakers will be CEO of AERODIUM, Ivars Beitāns. Actually, he's the man who knows everything. He knows the most. And thanks to him, during those more than 20 years while he is in the business, he really had an experience in different kind of events, different kind of settings all around the world. And this is something really unique you cannot get anywhere else today, especially. Then there will be our colleague Artis Zenītis, who is rental director. He's been traveling more than 10 years around the world with all the rental events, and not only that, and he will explain and a little bit about cooperation possibilities. And then my name is Ansi Segle. I'm marketing director of AERODIUM. I started to help Ivars almost 20 years ago to run this business, to start it actually in Latvia, because it's originally Canadian born. But since it started in Latvia, so it really blossomed all around the world. And so one important thing what I would like to share with you is insights from the industry. And this is the reason for the seminar generally. During all those years, we have learned a lot, really a lot of insights about vertical wind tunnels and how they can be applied to different kind of settings. And in regards of those insights, what we have figured is one of the most important characteristic of vertical wind tunnel is that it captivates attention. And this is the most important characteristic in attention economy, when everybody is striving for attention in many other different ways, but vertical wind tunnels leaves nobody unattended, so to say. People are really curious when they are just passing on the street. They see how it looks, and they're becoming really captivated. Another thing is that vertical wind tunnels motivate people to participate, motivate to share experience, motivate to show it to the world, motivate to overcome probably the fear of flying, and actually fulfill the dream of, this is eternal dream of the humankind, just fly like a bird. And this is what we are capable of delivering worldwide in different kind of settings. And another most important probably thing is that it really keeps people at the location. What does it mean? It means that the dwell time is increased, and at the same time, if the dwell time is increased, spending is increasing. And this is definitely one of the main reasons why we're working with different kind of events, and not only worldwide, this is an income booster. This is really important, and that's why we will be sharing today our experience, how it boosts businesses, what are the numbers, so you will see pretty clearly. And now I'm passing the stage to CEO of AERODIUM Technologies, Ivars Beitāns. Please, Ivars.
Hey everyone, nice to meet you here. And as Ants already mentioned, I'm head of this company already almost 20 years. But the story of this business actually started in Canada, and the original inventor of this activity is François Saint-Germain. François Saint-Germain is a son of the original inventor. Original inventor was Jean Saint-Germain. Yeah? It all started in 1979, and he achieved human flying first time ever, and made this as a ride for people to try out. Yeah? Back then, there is actually one of the first videos how it looked. It looked like so, and as you probably have seen already, back then they were using very big, bulky suits, and these suits were really necessary to create enough drag to lift a person up. Yeah. However, once we bought the first AERODIUM machine here for Latvia, we were the first one in East Europe to start this business. The technology has not been much more advanced, and we still use these bulky suits, as you see in this picture. And then back then, the dream of flying was alive. Yeah, it was flying people, and it is amazing to see somebody on air. However, it was very noisy machine, and it does not have enough power to lift somebody in skydiving suit up. So. And here you see our first show we achieved, and it was the Olympic Games. We were approached by organizers, and they asked if we can make the flying guys during the closing ceremony. We did it, but as I said, there was a multitude of problems, as a noise, as a power of machine, and so on. Yeah? So we were kind of wondering, this business is a good business for potential future, but it has some problems. Yeah? And it took us almost 10 years to work with these problems, and only in 2015 we achieved the first machines which were reasonably silent. And when I say silent, I say 79 dB. 79 dB for comparison is like a bus passing by, comparable noise, yeah? Which was already bearable noise. Yeah? And also we achieved some more powerful airflow to fly people without the bulky suits. A couple years later, we were approached by Tom Cruise, and then he asked if we can build a machine which gonna be used for his movie Mission Impossible 6. And then we had quite a big budget, and we had the flexibility to work with even newer technology. And with this machine, we achieved actually 2 new milestones for us. We built the world's biggest machine, and we built also the most silent one. Yeah. So this is the actual project.
The first phase of the Hello sequence was building a wind machine that was large enough for us to be able to rehearse. So we built one of the world's largest wind tunnels.
Yeah, so we built the world's largest wind tunnel for him, but at the same time we learned a lot from this experience, and right now we are proud to say that we can achieve as low as 65 dB from machine, and that's very, very silent. Yeah, in a noisy environment you don't hear machine, and actually you don't need air plugs to fly, which is even even better than in some indoor tunnels. Yeah? Plus, this wind tunnel is achieving very good, very smooth airflow, which is very enjoyable to fly. Yeah? So it's a very silent machine, plenty of fun to fly, and it can be built in a very crowded environment with a lot of footfall. And for example, here we have built the first one in 2021, which was in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia, in an amusement park called Riyadh Seasons. So if you go fast forward, yeah. So here is actually, you might ask why AERODIUM, yeah? Because as Ansis mentioned, there are some other wind tunnel manufacturers out, but first of all, we have achieved the machines which are, as I mentioned, which are relatively silent to be used in different environments. Plus, and I think it's even more important, we have created the noise, not noise, but we have created impact absorbing technology which allows you to fly people safely. Yeah? So, you know, especially instructors, sometimes they fly very high and sometimes they do crazy stunts, and especially it is important for a show business. People need to achieve unseen sequence never done before, yeah? And people are trying different stuff. So it is important to be safe for your participants and for your customers. So we are safe. We are with very low noise. Plus, we have most of the experience in this industry, and then since 2006, when we launched our first show in Olympic Games, we have been in many projects. As you see on the screen, it's 100 plus projects in 45 countries so far. Yeah. So if we go on next, we have created multiple different models, and I think it is important for this webinar. One of the most important thing is to explain which model fits the best for you, for your particular application. Yeah? So here we have two big groups, like we have mobile and permanent, and then from the mobile machines we have two different styles. The first style is what we call the O1. O stands for open. So that machine is designed for short-term events. For example, if you need let's say one-day event, and then your wind tunnel will be main feature for something to amaze people, to surprise your customers. Yeah? Then this machine works really great. You can install it just in one day, and you can appear in the venue quickly and disappear also quickly. Another machine, model O2, that's the one which is slightly bigger. Bigger means better for flying, but it's also a little bit bulkier. It takes more space for delivery. For comparison, if the O1 is just one semi-trailer, O2 takes two semi-trailers to travel. Yeah? So it's more expensive and bulkier to travel, but it is providing better experience for flyers. Every show performer will enjoy it, and also when you are flying your customers, like regular people, they will be also enjoying it more because it has more space. Yeah? This is a video. You can see the sequence of installation. That's the O1 model in one of our events, and as you see the countdown, we can build it just in 8 hours. Yeah? Which is important, especially if you're like if your venue is with a high footfall, and then probably it's not available for a longer period of time. Another group of our open air wind tunnels are the permanent machines, and permanent machines are important because these are the ones who are even less noisy and even more enjoyable to fly. Yeah? So the air is smoother and the noise is only 65 decibels, and these are the ones which are designed for permanent locations. Yeah? For height-full areas, not to disturb your people around. So we have two models. We have the O2S, and then this is the one which is the scaled down version of the big one, and big one is called Peryton. And Peryton is the same machine which was used for Tom Cruise, and this machine is still available for the show business or for movies. Applications, yeah. So from now on, since I already spoke too much, I give stage to Artis, and he will explain you about applications.
All right, yeah. So my name is Artis, and I work for AERODIUM for more than 10 years already. And I want to tell you about events. If there is an event that requires a wind tunnel, then we bring it there, we assemble it, we test it, and it's ready to go. And it's always that our wind tunnel is the central point of interest wherever we go. For example, there is Untold Music Festival, which is the biggest electronic music festival in Europe. As you can see, we do amazing flight show there, and between the flight shows we also provide experience for your VIP customers. So yeah, you might wonder how much it costs to have a wind tunnel at your location. And the rental price, it starts from 50,000 euros, and it includes our mobile wind tunnel, the equipment, team to assemble it. It also includes instructors and performers or stuntsmen. And you need to take care of delivery of the wind tunnel, local heavy equipment like crane and basket lift, and travel and accommodation for the AERODIUM team. So I give back it to Ivars.
Yeah, hi again. So I will tell you more about the show business again. Yeah, I hope you're not bored. And for the show business, it is also important to rent these smaller machines to try out the concepts. Yeah, and we have got such deals in past, and we are getting again. Yeah, for example, we built one open air wind tunnel in Disneyland in 2015, but before the actual big project, they wanted to test the concept. They wanted to try out different special effects, different stunts, and they also wanted to check if it's safe for performers. Yeah? So we brought the machine to California. We tested it out for almost half a year, and then we got all the knowledge necessary to build something bigger and something permanent. Yeah? So first of the use case is to test the concept. Of course, as Artis mentioned, we also do the shows in events, yeah, and in events it is always grabbing a lot of attention. It is very good promotion for your brand, and as he also said, the festival in Romania, Untold, they took us 4 consecutive years in a row, yeah. And every year it was still grabbing attention. It was still popular for the viewers and for the participants. Yeah. So here is one video as a testimony how the testing happens. Yeah. For example, here it was one garment company who wanted to make the video shoot for the suits. And we tested out how it will look, and what's possible. Yeah? And this is the actual video of what was done during the tests, and the company got a lot of knowledge how to make this suit flying interesting. Okay. Another use case of open air wind tunnels are the movies, yeah, and then we have some really big customers like Hollywood scale movie makers, and same time we have some small agencies which are using these wind tunnels to shoot the commercials, yeah. And then For the movies, it is important to use this machine because that's the only way you can get really good close-ups with your performers, and it's also much cheaper and it's much safer for your stars. Yeah, because Tom Cruise, if he will go up in the sky and jump, gonna be like very time-consuming and dangerous. Yeah, this is commercial from Cupra car company, yeah? And all of this footage was actually done on a small wind tunnel from us. Yeah? It was a couple days shooting, and all was achieved back then, yeah, by small effort. Another example is our big Hollywood scale movies, yeah? And here you see some examples. Like as I said, the Tom Cruise was one of these guys who used machine. Also the Scarlett Johansson used it. And also Jackie Chan was actually the first one to use it, and also Mark Wahlberg used this big machine for his one of the latest movies before COVID, which was called Infinite. So here you see the shooting and actual footage after the movie is edited. And just for reference, all the necessary footage was done just in 2 days, and it required a lot less effort if it would be done in an actual sky. Yeah? Because in the actual sky there is no guarantee you will get the right weather, right, everything right. Yeah? It has to be everything right, and it's not so easy. It's time-consuming and expensive. It is important also to mention that these open-air wind tunnels, they are not always outdoors. Yeah? We have some cases where these machines has been used indoors, both for shows and also for commercial operation. And here is one example, which is in France. They started at 2022, and they're very successful with indoor operation. Is open machine, and the advantage this operation style gives you. It gives you controlled environment, so you're not weather dependent, and you have 12-month season, and 12-month season is important for your revenues. You probably you're also interested into the commercial side of this business if we talk about the business side, and I am here to give you some numbers from our experience, and these numbers will not be these will not be the dreams, but these will be the actual numbers from our actual operations. Yeah, so here is our experience and our statistics. So the average price which people are willing to pay to this activity is actually 65 euros here in Europe, yeah, East Europe particularly, and then the 65 euros is for 3.3 minutes, which is the average flight time people are willing to buy, yeah, and in our location, which is in Latvia, seasonal location, we are facing in average 30 people per day as a customers. 70% from revenue comes from the pictures and video, which we have the automated system to capture. Yeah? So your daily revenue is 2.3 thousand euros. Your expenses, which includes the staff, includes also the marketing effort, the electricity, and all related expenses. It is below 1,000 euros per day. Yeah? So in 5 months season, which we are having here, we are achieving 340 something thousand, yeah, and our expenses is 100,000. So your profit during 1 year operation is around 220,000, yeah, which gives you some understanding that seasonal location can be earned back. Your investment will be earned back in 4.5 years. And these are actual numbers what we are really seeing here. Yeah? Another example, if you're building the location which is under the roof and you are having 12 months of season, and this is example of the France, or I will show some later some numbers from Ukraine. Then because the season is so spread out, we achieve 25 in average customers per day. Same numbers for pictures and video, and altogether your revenue is, let's say, close to 700,000 per year, and your expense is 300 something per year. So which gives you a good amount of profit to recapture your investment in 3.7 years, which is a really good number if you're businessman. 30% ROI is really good number. So this business really works. That's my message. And here is interesting fact about our Latvian operation. Our operation is located deep in the woods. It's very small town. It's only 12,000 people live there. Our season is half a year, 6 months, and despite these not encouraging facts, we are facing quite a good numbers of revenue. Here are our actual numbers from last year, and in total we grossed in 344,000. And as you see, the seasonality, we start season in May and we finish it in October. But our biggest sales months are actually the June, July, August. I will give you another example of another AERODIUM tunnel, which is recently opened in Kyiv, in Ukraine. That's the same Ukraine which is in war right now, and which is probably not, people are not willing probably to spend so much money on entertainment. But despite that, the city is really big. It's 3 million plus inhabitants. We have a 12-month season, and we are achieving really good numbers in terms of revenue. So as you see here, we are grossing in average 100,000 euros per month, which is giving us 1.2 million revenue a year. Since we opened it only in May, so you see 789,000 last year as a revenue. Cooperation options. Yes. Again, Artis, take stage.
All right. So about cooperation options, there are several of them. So the first one is wind tunnel rental, and as it was mentioned before, like event for 1 week, it's about 50,000. The rental price would be about 50,000 euros. Then if you want to try the wind tunnel for season, to try out the business at your location, you can do it at 200,000 euros approximately. And so if you decide that you want to buy the wind tunnel after you try it, then most of the money you paid for the rental, it's considered as part of the purchase. So it's 70% would go as purchase. It means like 140,000 euros. Then if you are confident about your location and about business there, you can buy the wind tunnel instantly, and we will help you to set it up, to train your people, to make your business permanent. Sometimes in life the conditions change, and maybe priorities change as well. So in that case you can upgrade your wind tunnel to a better version of it, let's say from O2 to silent wind tunnel. Also you can relocate it to another location. So if you think maybe there is better business in different location, we will help you to relocate it. And if you decide it's not interesting for business anymore, then of course we can buy back the wind tunnel from you. So yeah, I will give back this to Ivars and he will continue.
So guys, you are probably already tired, so this is why we have this nice girl here to have some fun. And I will tell you a little bit about franchise and operation side. We are keen to help you with this operation, and we are actually willing to have the people who are achieving the same or even better results together with us. So we are keen to share our know-how. So what we do, we help you with staff training, and it is important to also to deliver our know-how, because a lot of the devil is in details, and a lot of details we have learned so far, and we want these details to be implemented in our operators. Then in some cases we need to start up business really like from day one, but you don't have the stuff ready. And if you don't have the stuff ready, we can organize you the experienced instructors from other countries to run your operation from day one. And meantime, your new instructors will be learning from experienced guys and will be becoming better and better every day. As a final goal will be to have your team as good as other tunnel teams. Yeah? Normally it takes like half a year to become from zero to hero, yeah, to become the real good flyer and performer. Then we have a lot of IT solutions like video shooting, like scheduling, booking. So all of these things we will also give you to help your operations. And you know, people are expensive right nowadays, and these features are designed because we know the cost of the human, and because we want to automate your operation. Yeah. So, for example, the booking, scheduling, the video shooting, it's all automated in our system, and it does not require any manpower. Apart from just, you know, maybe some salesperson to sell all of these goodies to our customers, yeah. And of course, end of the day, you want your machine be always in good condition and good maintained. So that's why we are also providing the assistance for in terms of preventive maintenance. So we are sending our engineers to your location, and these guys will help you to maintain your technology. Plus, every of our machines are monitored online. So we have quite a big team here in our head office. We have 20 plus engineers monitoring every single machine in the world. So sometimes we know the problem before even you know. Yeah, and that's important from terms of safety and from your business sustainability. Yeah. So that's it about our presentation, and Ansis.
Actually, we are pretty much at the closing of the presentation, and what I would like to stress once again is that why vertical wind tunnels are great for your location, and especially open air vertical wind tunnels, which are mobile, fast to install and great to operate. It draws foot traffic, it captures the hearts and the eyes of the people. It commanding attention, and that's probably one of the most important things, and the most important thing is definitely that it increases dwell time and it boosts your revenue. So now, as we are getting close to the webinar, there is one question, and I will read this question now so everybody hears, and then probably Ivars or Artis will answer it. Hello, is planning permission required for the mobile wind tunnels? We would like to try this out in Leipzig, Germany. Who will do answering? Ivars.
Out of our experience, if you do this short-term rental, usually it's not required. Yeah, it's like a pop-up event. As far as we know from our customers, it's never been required. But it's also it is important to tell you that these machines are TÜV certified. Yeah, so they go under the safety regulation of European Union and safety standards of rights. Yeah, but if you place the permanent location, then usually it is required some local, you know, some local certification also. Yeah, we have seen it in Denmark and also in Saudi Arabia recently that despite our TÜV, they want to certify it locally. I hope that's answer.
Okay, and then we have another question here from Peter. Peter, I sent you a message. Please reply to the message, and we can organize personalized meeting starting tomorrow. So, if there are no more questions, then this webinar is finished. Probably before we are finishing, maybe somebody would like to ask a live question without writing. Is there anyone? Okay, so probably everyone is busy right now. Then we are concluding this webinar. Thank you everyone for being here. As you see on the screen, there are our contact details, there are phone number, and there are email address. And we will be really happy to get in touch with you and answer any questions you might have about this webinar, about AERODIUM vertical wind tunnels and open air vertical wind tunnels opportunities. Thank you once again for joining a series of webinar. And is important thing I would like to mention is that within next months, in March, we will have another webinar about recirculation or closed type vertical wind tunnels. We are manufacturing, operating, installing all over the world, and of course, timely, we will send you an email about the event, and we will be happy to see you again. Thank you so much.